What is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixelparters here, and welcome back to the greatest turning. When we left off,
That was Kay.
we
Brought
were-
Kay out of nowhere. What's up, people? It's been a while.
she's not even a thought yet in this
No,
universe.
she's not.
But when we left off, we were on our closing argument because Van Zeek's, got us with that daftly picture, and then we were doing things stereoscopically, and the stuff on the table moved. And so I think the only option I really have for this is to go with the Tinpillars, because we don't really have anything else to say about what could have caused the difference with much proof, aside from the fact that they must have done it.
But then,
These.
but there's two of them.
I know, I'm just going to pick one and hope that it goes. It was the previous witnesses, the Tinpillar brothers. I am confused.
I am confusion.
Those boys say earlier, the second we enter the shop, the crime happened. We touch nothing in that shop. Are you saying this is more lies? Is this what you are saying? Yes, sir. But surely they were the only ones.
Right, so that defendant is a pickpocket, yes? She could have very easily ransacked the counter.
No, that's hard to believe. Why? As you can see from this photo, the defendant was pointing the gun at the victim. From the looks of things, she was most likely demanding the storeroom door be opened.
Why?
In other words, the defense objective was inside said storeroom.
Where?
Oh boy, it's gonna be an Unisonus inside joke on that one that some people might get if they can think back to that
Why?
certain video. Why? Where? There was no need for her to go out of her way to move what was on the counter. As such, the Tinpillars are hiding something they have yet to testify about.
But the defendant is a pickpocket. It's in her nature to be villainous.
And they're not.
Yeah.
Don't forget, the Tinpillars are burglars. They're just as villainous as her. On the night of the crime, they may have been searching for something on the victim's counter. If you believe the defendant is suspicious just because she's a pickpocket, then we should be thoroughly scrutinizing this testimony of those two burglars too. I agree.
What?
I'd like to hear a little bit more of that testimony. What? Well done. I love that.
He used his head because,
Yeah, when they put their
surgeons,
gloves on,
they
they
gotta
can't.
keep them
yeah,
clean,
they keep
yeah.
them clean. I love that. Does everyone understand now? Imagine all the wonders in the world of stereoscopic vision.
It's like the surgeon dude. That's the only pair of gloves he has.
Yeah.
So he has to keep them clean. You convinced me. When this trial ends, I'll head straight to Regent Street to buy a stereoscope.
Well then, good for you.
Hell yeah.
Everything's coming up, Pixel Partners.
It seems this trial is far from over. Such is the conclusion the jurors have reached. The vote of the jurors is now changed as a result of the closing argument. 2 vote guilty and 4 vote not guilty. Thus the court acknowledges the jury's vote is split and orders the continuation of the trial. We did it, Ryu! Oh, hey!
What's up, Iris?
I should give you this. It might come in handy later, after all.
Probably won't need it after this, but I mean that means we're gonna need it at some point,
Yep.
unfortunately.
Now, Lord Van Zeek,
I'm sure he's pissed.
the court orders further testimony from your previous witnesses.
Accompanied by this fragrant scent, I shall obey.
Obey, Dracula.
Obey! For now, at least we get one more chance to corner these witnesses. Until I get Gina a not guilty verdict, I will not let this trial end.
That's the defense attorney's spirit.
That's the spirit. Never give up. Never give in. Never surrender. Until they're...
Oh, we could have kept going.
Listen, it
what
was
about
4.5
Yep,
minutes.
It's
so
always almost around 5 minutes away.
we're just that far off the beaten path every single time. God damn!
At least it wasn't like 1 minute.
Yeah.
Because hasn't that happened before?
I think it has. I think we've
And it
had we've done it before. I've stopped at like 5 lines before it
Yeah, and
goes
we're just like
black and into the 2 being jam. I'm like, really? Me?
It's very unsatisfying. Now let us continue the trial. The witnesses return to the stand, unfortunately.
Oh, bless you.
Sorry.
Oh,
That one snuck up on me and I sneezed everywhere.
it went all over my arm. Gross.
I'm sure that scared the shit out of everyone at home. I'm sorry.
Now I trust you are listening carefully to his closing argument.
Yeah, bro.
Keep our eyes off for a minute, bruv.
Mr. Tinpillar. What are you?
Yeah?
Perfect timing.
Well, this is annoying. In your previous testimony, you said...
Well, don't start to kick off so we can walk in, bro.
We couldn't even get our hands out of our pockets, let alone stealing it.
But now it's clear that you were lying.
Oh my god.
Mr. Tinpillar.
Yeah?
On the night of the crime, you were searching for something on the counter at Hatch's pawnbrokers.
What do you want to
What do you know, bruv?
Oh?
The court orders you both to testify further. What exactly were you doing when Hatch was assaulted? This time tell the truth.
Exactly. Every time you toss another life under the heap, your crimes get heavier. One day your mountain of sin may crush you both to death.
What?
You would do well to keep that in mind.
Well, where are you, bro?
Loud and clear, bruv.
Oh, no, no.
All right, what we got going on here now? The break-in. Reprise.
It's like a song.
Yeah, sure, we all rubbish on the counter, but we won't feel for nothing, bro.
Gave us that tapping and going over us when we knocked the stuff round in it.
You're not being funny, but what proper scary about it could come from the storeroom.
We sort of tidied the desk right, tried to scrap where we ran into you lot in it.
Then we shot you. I mean, get it out, bro. There's no way to be able to shoot the shopkeeper in it.
Yeah, but you shot someone else.
And you both confess? You really did mess up the victim's counter on the night of the crime?
We didn't mess it up or nothing, bro.
Yeah, it's more like we gave it a tidy, innit?
Oh.
Well, if you want to make a thing of it.
It remains true these two men broke into the pawn shop with intent to steal. However, they did little more than get scared by gunfire, tidy up somewhere and flee.
What? That don't make it sound like baddies at all, bro.
Innit, bro? Don't you think you could do us a favour and make us sound a little more evil, bro?
I don't think it was a coincidence that these two were present when Hatch was shot. There must be something hidden in this testimony.
He's just there like, God.
Like, I'm just gonna keep watching them. They're all criminals after all. Alright, had a rummage on the counter when we weren't searching for nothing, bro. Why would you had a rummage on the counter then? Why didn't you say so before?
Well, you know, criminals in it, bro.
Innit? If we went on mode, people might think we're dodgy or something.
We had no choice, bro. We didn't want to do more crimes in the pile.
Well, thanks to your lies, I imagine you'll be adding a few perjury charges to that pile.
Oh,
That hurts, bro.
This is getting annoying. Ain't it, bruv? Witnesses. So the Crown caught while you ransacked the counter at the crime scene.
well, we didn't ransack nothing, bro.
Yeah, bro, really, we cleaned it up, innit?
Oh,
He's
guys.
catching something from that.
Alright.
His face jiggled. Oh, God. I never saw
Yeah.
that one before.
You
All right,
didn't?
good.
I noticed it.
Listen, he's just so short. I usually miss it by
His
the text box coming in. Just,
eyes.
oh! That's terrifying. Just,
Oh my God, it is.
I'm going to do a zoom in at some point on that. Oh! Okay.
I hate that.
All right, so when you knock stuff around when the gun went off, okay. In other words, the gunshot surprised you?
Yeah, my always get a little scared, kind of, bro.
Shut your mouth, not being funny, but it was so loud noise would have woke up my dead man.
Going on like, why? They top over on the counter. part that just fell, the candlestand fell, and the skull was rolling all over.
French told head came clean off and the photo frame fell over. His scale fell on the floor.
Sounds like that in itself was pretty loud.
So you cut her head off. No, not being funny, it was so loud even my revived Nan skedaddled back to her grave.
My God, at least you have, at least he has continuity. But in any case, that gunshot must have really surprised you.
Well, of course, bruv. The words all quiet and then suddenly bang, innit?
Oh. Oh. Wait, I hit the wrong one, I think.
No, you didn't.
I think I hit. But it looked like when I looked at it again, it looked like the bubble was above the brother's head, but maybe there's something from both of them. Excuse me, Inspector Gregson?
That's not
That's not what I was going to say. You seem like you were lost in thought during their testimony. Is something bothering you about it?
It's probably nothing important. I shouldn't let something like this bother me. I know that. It's not like we'll solve this case by getting caught up in the tiny details.
If it's bothering you that much, why not just tell us?
The rest of these from yesterday, the yard questioned them thoroughly. That statement's done, and that testimony now are just ever so slightly different.
Oh!
What?
Is it really, bro?
I'm sure they said that they heard the victim cry out really before the gunshot.
Well, maybe we did say something like that, isn't it, bruv?
It's just a small thing, I'm sure. But maybe they're being deliberately vague. I don't think it's that far-fetched.
If the court finds your testimony to be deliberately vague, I have no choice but to consider a very severe punishment for the two of you.
No!
We won't leave out any more details, bruv. Swear on me dead mum.
Oh, I just remembered something. I thought she came back.
No, that was his Nan.
I'm sure you did.
Oh.
You do want to add it to your testimony, then.
Oh, are you loud and clear?
I thought
Oh,
that
that's
was
the wrong one.
And
Sorry.
you're loud and clear, bruv, sir.
He added "sir" at the end.
Impressive. I saw the gunshot. We heard someone yell.
Oh.
For the gunshot, we heard someone yell, "And over that gun," he said.
With all those like quotes, I was like, wait, where? I was like, oh, that's shorthand.
Between the quotes and the apostrophes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's just an amalgamation of lines all over the place.
Yeah.
So basically, the shouting and the gunshot happened at around the same time.
Yeah, you got it, bruv.
More precise, we're gonna shake your voice over the arm, bruv.
If you don't want me to shoot, and over that gun, bang. Kind of like that.
That was actually pretty good.
It's like they planned it.
We rehearsed this yesterday.
Where did that voice come from then?
Of course, it was from inside the storeroom, bruv.
From the crime scene then. The voice you heard was Hatch Winterbanks, I presume.
Yeah, bruv, of course.
Of course, bruv, who else?
That means you two could recognize Hatch's voice?
Hey, come again, bruv?
It means just what he says, isn't it? Yes, of course.
Oh, wait, no. We don't know nobody named Hatch or nothing. Swear me dead mum.
We was just spooked by that prosecutor. See, so all we can do was say yes.
If you wish to live another day, you had better testify honestly.
Oh, God. Yes, sir, bruv. Of course, gotta keep it professional, innit?
Of course. Why wouldn't we? Don't want to if I can go for it and I forget it.
What?
Wow. Shortly after, there was a single gunshot from inside the shop. You two fell to the floor in fear, meanwhile knocking everything off of the counter.
Dude, Beric is so done with these two.
Yeah.
And so am I.
Not as bad as everyone thinks, bruv.
We tied it up after and...
And what? She just saw it instead of screaming.
That shopkeeper was the one to go and he just shot instead of screaming.
It's an interesting one to say. Was Hatch holding a gun?
Yeah, fuck, there was gloves going and aiming guns at each other, innit?
Just before he shouted, that geezer said, "You don't want me to shoot you."
But his voice was cracking so bad I didn't think he was actually gonna do it, bruv.
Until the hatch always kept a gun on top of the shop counter. He was fully prepared to shoot someone in the head to protect his pledges. And by someone, I mean himself.
Yeah. I feel his resolve was rather misguided.
Yeah, well, looks like he was aiming a gun at about it that night, bruv. He probably just got shot because it was taking so long, innit?
Not being funny, but if he had the time to speak, he should have just fired earlier, bruv.
Did you hear the gunshot immediately after the shouting? Yeah, it was almost at the same time, bruv.
I know that gun.
Oh. Like that. Just like that.
Just
Oh,
like
that's
that. Stop taking my lines, bruv.
Sorry, bruv. That looks pretty good.
Oh, no.
Again.
Oh no. That's you.
Then we had some phone over. And then it was dead quiet in the storeroom after.
So we cleaned up the counter sharpish.
Probably scary the murder came from the storeroom. I think. Yeah, we definitely got these two important ones here of number one that oh my god, I can't do anything
God,
right.
that face.
You got just for the gunshot, heard somebody hand over to the gun, which is important, and then that shopkeeper was the one that had the gun. He should have just shot instead of screaming. Very interesting stuff, but
Yeah.
let's go ahead on to the next stuff, see if anything else comes up. The door to the store remained locked throughout all of this, correct? Yeah, bruv.
It just went dead silent. It was well scary, bruv. Tried opening the door ourselves, but it was locked, innit?
If I remember correctly, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, bruv.
We the focus what was going on inside.
What voice was that?
I don't know. That got weird at the end. Was opening the door the only possible way to see inside the room? There wasn't a keyhole, for example? Maybe some kind of peephole? Nothing comes to mind, innit?
We won't remember, bruv.
We didn't have the time to be worried about little things, bro. That's what makes us scoundrels. We don't pay attention to details. One day we'll be proper villains.
Oh God.
You can stop now.
The defendants collapsed next to the victim's body at the scene.
If I remember right, Gina was unconscious at the scene holding the pistol.
In other words, you scoundrels did not enter the storeroom, is that correct?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, bruv.
We can't even get in if we wanted to, bruv. Alright, sort of tidied the desk, then we ran into you lot. Yeah, you did. And that's when you shot Sherlock Holmes. Well, we do feel pretty bad about it, bruv.
But yeah, bruv, to be honest, we were trembling lows when it happened.
It doesn't matter how much you trembled. You still shot him.
Oh,
Also, it was like all mines went totally blank.
Your minds could have been rainbows for all I care. You still shot him.
Oh,
now we kind of managed to get away, but we looked so dodgy that we got arrested on the spot, bruv.
Your gun was then confiscated by the constable, correct?
Yeah, it's about right, bruv.
boy, just want to say one thing, bruv. Alright, there's no way we'd have been able to shoot the shopkeeper. How can you be so sure? Well, I mean, yeah, I know why, bruv.
The shop was empty when we went in, bruv.
The victim must have already moved to the storeroom. The accused threatened him with the gun and then he locked the door from the inside.
Huh?
In other words, these two men did not meet with the pawnbroker at all that night. Correct?
Yeah, that's it, exactly. This guy's knew his stuff, bruv.
You won't apologize, bruv. So the Tinpillars didn't meet with Hatch at all. Is that really true? Not from what they said earlier.
No.
So that's all I have to work with.
What's wrong with you? You look super tense. If you're tired, have some of my herbal tea.
Oh, thanks. Someone as logical minded as you might laugh at me for this, but I still feel like the Tinpillars are hiding something really important. I don't have any basis for it. It's just a gut feeling.
I get it. But you know, even gut feelings can be really logical at times.
Huh?
Person's facial expression, eye movements, word choice. We unconsciously take notes of the information and analyze it. And then before you realize it, you come to the conclusion that they're suspicious. If I were you, I'd trust my gut feeling.
Wow, Iris. Sometimes I forget which one of us is supposed to be the adult. Okay.
It's so easy to forget she's 10 years old.
Yeah. I might have to repress one of these because it's one of these two statements because it's the
Try
fact
pressing that one. That one's...
Yeah, I'll try pressing it again and see if we get anything new.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that we can really present because it was just their previous testimony that kind of went against them of saying the fact that they never saw him, but if he was inside the storeroom the whole time, they should have known his voice, but they claim that they heard him.
Yeah.
I don't really think we have evidence for that, so I'll start with this one. See if there's anything that comes back from that. So basically, the shouting and the gunshot happened around the same time. Yeah, you got that one, bro. Yeah. You don't want me to shoot? Bang. Ah. Not like that. Where did the voice come from? Of course, it was inside the storeroom. From the crime scene, then.
I'm not doing your voice again.
Yeah, bro, of course. Can we kick in on this one,
Dude,
saying that they shouldn't know?
Can we just appreciate how Iris went off on those two?
Yeah.
She was like, I don't care anything about anything you say. You still shot him.
All right.
Huh.
Okay, they did that before, right?
Yeah.
The whole one. That's what we did, Mom.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, and he's like, wish living on
Yep.
a day.
And he was just like, whoa.
Wow. This thing, a gunshot. Fill the floor in fear. Yeah, that whole thing. That after, so there was nothing different there. So hopefully now that we did the last one, this one will be able to give us something new. And otherwise, I guess I have to hope for... Was that showing a gun? Anyone with guns at each other in it. Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wish I had to use it. If you want me to shoot you. Of course, it's cracking so bad. The last always keeps a gun. Even himself. I don't think the judge did this before.
Yeah.
Oh, he did? Man, I have horrible memory. It looks like it was aiming a gun at the body that night, bro.
Yeah. Remember, yeah, we've already been through all of this.
Did you hear the gunshot immediately after the shouting? That was actually pretty good. Yeah. Where's the rolling over? And we'll stay quiet in the storeroom after. Let's clean up the counter sharpish. God, so I have to have something then?
Huh.
There's the genuine confusion noises. Wouldn't be the pledge ticket, wouldn't be a letter of request, wouldn't
Hand
be the
over
manuscript.
that gun. Bang. Thud. That's what they heard.
Samples. Pledge ticket wouldn't matter. My Gundle case isn't going to matter right now. That'll be some other time. Newspaper for today. It's not a big deal, right?
And they're making it sound like they wouldn't be able to recognize Hatch's voice.
Hello, Hatch.
Pickpocket girl brutally murders honest pawnbroker. How mean!
But the part you said it'd be honest pickpocket girl saves the world, right?
It is a good headline, but I think it needs a little more drama.
What could be more dramatic than saving the world?
Honest pickpocket girl saves entire universe. Yeah, that's more like it.
The entire universe.
Ooh, I can't wait for tomorrow's paper.
Oh, dear.
I love Iris. Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can...
Wait, something...
Huh, what is this?
Yeah. Look at the back. It looks like a pretty big story, too. Spy in the Ministry of Justice. Possibility of secret comms leaked overseas.
Iris really is a genius. Not many 10-year-old girls can understand a headline like this.
Yeah. Communications between Britain and her allies were leaked to an enemy nation. That's what it says.
Leads? So their messages were intercepted or something? How?
I can think of 3 possible ways. What do you think? You want to try it out for ourselves?
No, definitely not. Although, maybe this is what Lord Chief Justice Vortex was talking about yesterday.
Could be. Looks like Toby himself got caught up in it too.
Huh, well, that's going to be important for another thing later, but not
Yeah.
for us right now, which is what I'm looking for. Autopsy report. All right, victim, Hatch Window Bank, Mail Promoker, 1 to 1:30 a.m. Reported by me. Great. Single bullet wound found upper back, no other external wounds. Bullet pierced his heart from behind.
From behind.
I was going to say, maybe it could be the fact that that shouldn't have happened if they were talking
Yeah, if
to
they
each
were
other.
talking, then.
Where's the part about him pointing a gun?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'm gonna do that because he shouldn't have been even facing. Let me just make sure that there was nothing else that talks about him there. Okay, so that's okay. Was the
They
one
had
with
the gun.
And then there's also the fact that he doesn't have a gun on him here. That could
Yeah.
also be it too, actually. So these are both possible answers I need to think
Yeah,
about.
because it did show us the picture of Gina holding the gun.
Yeah. If he had the gun, then it should be here, but it's not. So, actually, that
It
could
might
be
be
it.
the picture, not the thing.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yes!
Hey!
Ugh.
Hell yeah!
Just to be sure. The victim, Hatch, was holding a gun. Right? Yeah, bro.
I know that about it, bro.
However, this photo of the crime scene makes one fact very clear.
He wasn't.
When Hatch was murdered, he wasn't holding a weapon.
Hey.
You also know what?
There's no mistake that the victim's gun is integral to this case. I can assure you that Hatch's revolver certainly was present at the scene of the crime. The weapon in the defendant's hands was undeniably that revolver.
Yes, her hands, not his.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they pinpoke and nicked the victim's gun and shot him, bruv. Hand over that gun.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Just like that.
Excuse me. Hold
There were
on.
two.
Stay perfectly still for a moment, please.
Oh, hey. That's Tully's meme.
If the
remember?
crime really was committed as you've testified, then there's an obvious contradiction.
Whoa, what? What kind of contradiction?
Interesting, then go on and show us.
Well,
Shows
it's
what
also
kind
going to
of
be,
influence,
this
yeah.
would be the fact that,
Yeah.
of the fact that it was from behind.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't be like that.
Boom. See, we found that out ahead of time.
Hell
Wow,
yeah.
look
2
at
steps ahead.
us.
According to these witnesses' testimonies, they heard someone cry, hand over that gun, and then they heard a gunshot.
And those sounds are almost simultaneous, correct?
Yes, if what they say is true, then at the time of the murder, the two were facing each other. However, according to the autopsy report, immediate death from a gunshot to the back. In other words, there is a clear contradiction in your testimony. Oh! But we lied, no fuck.
Oh, maybe when the murder was happening that night.
Yeah, Dad goes on the gun. We definitely saw it, bruv. This is different, like, cornered music.
Yeah.
I don't think, maybe it's happened before, but I don't think I've heard it. This is more epic than the usual one. Huh, interesting. Anyways, just appreciating the art form. You saw him holding the gun. That's what you said just now, right?
Hey.
Did we say that, bro?
Yes. Even he's like,
my
Jesus.
God.
These two have now clearly acknowledged it.
Eric is so
Then the
dumb.
two of them saw the victim wielding a gun at the scene. That is to say, these witnesses met the victim on the night of the crime. Oh.
Hoo-wee.
Oh, Order, order, order. Witnesses, what is the meaning of this?
No, idiot, what you think?
Seems
I thought he was gonna try to freaking flip the.
Oh, he's getting ready to be angry.
It seems the two of you didn't quite understand that warning earlier. False words will only spell out your death.
Oh,
Witnesses, you're still lying, aren't you?
what's all you say? I can't put on some, but
Shut your mouth. If we talk, he'll give us hell.
who are they talking about?
It would be in your best interest to fully understand the gravity of this. Silence is not an option for you two.
Oh,
Dolly, where them stomach by my more?
buddy.
You mean to say you still don't understand yet? No matter how hard you try to hide the truth, your lies will always be broken apart. Oh.
At the time of the crime, the two of you had met with the victim in that shop. The court orders you to testify the truth.
Oh.
Leave us alone already, would you?
This time will be the last chance you do have to speak the truth.
And they're
Somebody is keeping them hush hush.
Yep. And they better speak the truth next time. Otherwise, we about to start throwing hands.
I'm gonna go over there with my bazooka and aim it in their faces.
You what?
You heard me?
I think we need a recess. So I saw.
Talk right now.
Bruv, help me!
Talk right now.
Bruv!